Hello, hello, welcome to Limitless Light with me, Angel Yvette. I hope that you're having a wonderful July experience and that you're just feeling good. You came to watch this video met you, you all met up, and now we are here. Thank you for being here with me. I hope you're doing well, Divine Angelite, I don't know yet. But let's get into what's going on. So today is the new moon in Cancer, the 17th of July, and I decided to try some things out. So I was going to do a live on Instagram, but Instagram is acting up probably because of new moon energy, and also pre-record like I'm doing now for YouTube. So without further ado, let me talk about today and what I'm doing. So I've done a few season previews. I'm not going to go too far out of the scope of the core season preview for this reading for Leo season, because I did do the July 8th reading rather recently. It is up on YouTube and Instagram, so check that out if you haven't checked it out already. And even if you have, maybe there's some things that are there that will supplement where you are at this time of this year. So let's go ahead and get into what decks I'll be using today. This is also an homage to the July 8th reading. I'm using the Cat Tarot as well as Leo season. Leo season felines, we're using the Cat deck, okay? Love y'all. And then we're going to use the African Goddess Rising Oracle for our oracle message today. But before we get started, I want to go ahead and bring some energy in, some good energy. So I'm going to chant a mantra with you. It's going to be Ram, and that came from the 8th reading for July. So that is the energy that was received most through that reading. And I'm going to go ahead and chant that now along with some chiming. All right, here we go. Alrighty, so I definitely suggest that we are getting into that energy of Ram, of the solar plexus chakra, which is the belly, so the gut, and that we really do what we can to enrich that, whether that's carrying around citrine, calcite, or tiger's eye, which we have here today. Both decks are baking under, and like we just did, chanting or meditating or praying on the affirmation I do, really putting out an intention and really putting out energy toward our capabilities and our abilities, okay? Capabilities and abilities, and it's really about having confidence. So whether you're meditating on that, that would be a great place to start. Today, I'm going to get started with the African Goddess Rising Oracle. Let's see what the goddesses have to say. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching, if you are watching. All right, thank you, Afro Goddesses. Thank you, Source, Divine. All right, let's see what the Afro Goddesses are saying to us today. Ooh, they're saying to keep it together. Seven Sisters creativity flipped over immediately, okay? So I'm going to read on that and see what that message is for us. For the oracle decks, I like to read more directly from the oracles. and their literature. I'll read it first, and then I'll show it. I have to find it. I think I just saw it. Thank you, Abiola Abrams, for creating this deck, for creating this energy, this affirmative energy via this deck. It's been an absolute blessing. Oh, okay, there's a legend. There's a index, rather. So let me go ahead and get straight to it. Number 12. Ooh, okay, so yes, Seven Sisters, number 12. That's a 12th card. To me, 12 is also 3. This 3 speaks of collaborations, teamwork, divine order, honestly. So let's see what the Seven Sisters say. The Seven Sisters are goddesses of creativity. And they are of New Orleans, or NOLA, okay? Their temple is of that of conjurers, and their element is air. The Seven Sisters were a mystical Nolans family of identical master physics and conjure women who never aged. But were they? Were the Seven Sisters one shape-shifting woman or 7? Time will never tell. Ooh, okay. So this speaks of timelessness, almost. Not timelessness, continuous refreshment, I feel like. The guidance from the Seven Sisters is create, create, create. You come from conjurers and creators. Your blood remembers. Use your gifts to multiply your magic. You are a cosmic creatrix and a creative force. The embodiment of the Seven Sisters is as follows. You're a divine nation within one person. How creative do you allow yourself to be? Break out of your comfort zone and into your creative fertility. You have the power that creates planets, so yes, you are creative. No one else's opinion matters here. Let your inner child play to awaken your creativity. Creating is a birthing manifesting. Creating is birthing is manifesting. Wow. Creating is birthing is manifesting. Creating is birthing is manifesting. The goddess declaration for the Seven Sisters is, I am a creative visionary. I am a creative visionary. I am a creative visionary. Thank you so much, Seven Sisters, goddesses from not far from where my family's from. So beautiful. I definitely feel a tie to that myself. I hope you do too. Let's go ahead and get into the spread for this Leo season. All right, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. The bod energy is the Queen of Cups. Potentially because we're still in Cancer season as I'm doing this reading, but also potentially because Venus is doing some interesting things astrologically, I believe. We're currently in a Venus shadow of Venus going retrograde, which happens on the 22nd of July. So, and I believe lasts till September. So just keep that in mind. All right. For one, let's go ahead and get started with the layout for Leo season preview. Ooh, that's way too many at once, but I will read them That is the Ace of Cups, Knight of Wands reversed, and the Four of Wands. So reversed also. So all this passion is taking a backseat. Maybe we're taking a new approach to passions, to our newfound enjoyments, potentially. So I would say take calculated risks. I always say that, really, but I would say take calculated risks at this time during the Leo season. All right, I'm going to lay all the cards out and then we'll get into it. Oh, I'm gonna do it like this. This feels right. And for the going deeper, we got 2 cards that came out for the top. Okay, beautiful. And now I'm going to set this aside and let's go through this one by one. The first position is the highlighted message, and that's the 2 of air. So, the 2 of fire, which is interestingly the only fire card that sort of showed itself to come up upright. Okay, we have a lot of reversals. Oh wait, no, I don't want to say that. I am not sure. So the 2 of fire, 2 of wands, 2 of passions. This cat is yawning big time. This cat is big time taking the time to rest, to give itself a break. So maybe when it comes to the cards that came out earlier, we need to give ourselves the grace of taking a break at this time and reevaluating, or really doing that extra effort and doing that extra action of measuring out risks to take, or measuring out how we've already allocated our energy thus far in regards to certain aspects of life. I would say like projects that we've been involved in, relationships we've been involved in, even though relationships is typically tied to water. There is a almost cooperative type of energy here as well. All right, so that's all I can say about that right now. Taking a break does not measure how creative you are, okay? Allowing yourself to take a break does not quantify whether or not your creations are good or bad or worthwhile or not. If anything, it's important to self-care, and focus on balancing our own energy. With this 2, it's definitely about balance as well. For the second position, we have signs of support from source. Ace of Wands reversed. Okay, so we have the 2 of Wands, Ace of Wands reversed. Pull it back. Okay, pull it back. Don't pull it down. Don't pull it to the side. Pull it back. And that's what I'm feeling for Leo season. There's some areas in our immediate environment that we have been interacting with, that we may need to pull it back from. We need to pull back our energy from a bit, okay? To get maybe a better perspective on how to go forth in the best of ways, and in a forgiving way for ourselves and others. This cat is having a grand old time, right? Upright, reversed. This cat could be falling. This cat could be, I don't know. I don't want to speculate too much, but there's definitely a feeling of needing to let go of things, let go of the way that we perceive what fun is, maybe, and how important fun is for us individually, or certain situations. Fun could be certain situations. We have next it's hard to read these cards upside down, the Six of Air. This actually came out in the Six of Air, Six of Wands. It actually came out in the July Aether reading in this type of position, and the way that it is reversed. So this isn't a season. Hello, Leo season is not a season really about other people per se. It's going to be about us first. Leos are very self-confident, I'll say that. They tend to be more confident in self, just like a lion in the jungle, you know? So it's important for us to, at this time, have the outlook of, if it's not right for me, if it doesn't feel right for me, if it doesn't feel like captivating for me, if it doesn't feel like it's matching my vibe, then I can't go forth, not to pursue those things, not to continue entertaining those things and things of that nature. And once we do break away from these things that are sort of attempting to steal our focus and attempting to distract us, we will have an easier and fairer experience of the season, okay? Next, we are going to go into our immediate influences, I believe. Yes, our immediate influences. And this is the Ten of Pentacles. This is a great card to come out. So the Ten of Pentacles is basically having it all, okay? Basically having it all together, having it all lined up, having it all situated, and having that stability and support and nurture from loved ones, from people who just care for us. This almost is going to make me cry, because it's like once we start to really, or once we continue, or once we really invoke doing what's best for us in all situations, not just certain situations, then it's almost like the energies around us convene in our favor and work in our favor. And I think that's going to take a lot of attention, us paying attention to the way that we speak to ourselves and others, the way that we regard ourselves and others. But first, ourselves, okay? Treat yourself. These treats, I'm sure that they were given by this anamorphous hand, the body that's connected to it. But the cat didn't just walk away. You know, the cat indulged in the treats that were given. And I think that is a message, especially during the summertime. I know it's hot, heat waving all over the place. Doing what we can to really indulge in what aligns with us, what fuels us, what propels us naturally is going to be something that we want to incorporate more of this Leo season. Things that reflect our sense of confidence, things that challenge our sense of confidence, and things that restore our sense of security. Okay, so for the fifth position, we have our adaptability at this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have our adaptability at this time, and this is so in line. It's the Chariot reversed. So with the Chariot being reversed, it's telling me don't go too far outside of ourselves at this time. At all. Don't go outside of ourselves. It's a pretty connective message here. With Leo coming through strong, okay? With these felines. I may have just made something happen with that, but with the Chariot being reversed, it's not so much not having an idea of where to go next. It's not so much that as it is allowing ourselves to be in the moment and allowing ourselves to settle into the moment and experience life and the spectrum of life in totality. And that includes us understanding what reflects us and understanding what aligns with us. I think I pulled too many cards, but I'm going to go ahead and pull this card and see what this extra card is later. This is the 6th position, Knight of Swords. I think that once we do establish this confidence within ourselves, this thread of self-understanding, self-preservation, self-awareness, we will feel more free in the actions that we do take consequently. This is how we will achieve harmony, and I think it will be with balancing out this sort of almost hermit-like energy. I wonder what this card is. It's the Moon reversed. So there could be potentially matters in life that reveal themselves during Leo season that we had not expected previously to reveal themselves, and that actually we have more of a control on than we anticipate, right? Because we've gone through this process of connecting our confidence with our being, connecting our self-awareness with our daily habits, okay? Because we are treating ourselves, right? This Moon card is really funny to me because there's no path here. And there is a fence, as a matter of fact. So with I'll go ahead and show y'all, with the way that it's depicted, right side up. Typically on a Moon card, there is a path between two pillars in the distance. And with this card, with there being a fence literally there as opposed to a path or two pillars, two balancing, the fact that the cat is balancing on the fence is kind of cheeky to me, because it's telling me that there are some things that we possibly need to block out of our lives for our own safety, for our own security. Fences are also symbols of security, as to where the two pillars in the normal depiction of the Moon is what conveys security. There's a potential that we may find ourselves having to confront things, and things being brought to our attention in ways that are not so gracious and that may be more boisterous. And with the Knight of Swords being here as well, I feel like that's an opportunity to act, but it's not it's not necessarily declaration to act. It may be a declaration to act, but it's not necessarily a declaration to act. Again, if it doesn't reflect you, if you don't feel comfortable or confident, if it's challenging your confidence in an unhealthy way, I would advise inaction in this situation. And a little bit more of going back into ourselves to analyze why this situation, when it comes up, makes us feel this way. The Knight of Swords is telling me that we are on top of it, okay? We have the insight, we have the recollection or the knowledge that is going to get us to the next state of being. I don't know if you can hear the cats in this apartment. They're having a jolly grand old time. And for the 7th position, which is the final position, we got both the 7 of Pentacles and the 7. We got 2 7s, okay? The 7 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Pentacles backed by the 7 of Wands. For me, 7 of Wands is about like having a higher perspective. It's about, this is actually the 7 of Cups. I apologize, it's not the 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Cups. So this is really deciding where we're going to invest our energy. Are we going to take it all on, or are we going to take it one aspect at a time? Are we going to embrace the state of flow, or are we going to be in a state of resistance? And really analyzing, really going into like what comes out of the choices that we make going forward during this Leo season. Like, I feel like this cat is overwhelmed. This cat's like, oh my God, I don't know which bowl I should go for. I don't know which bowl is mine. Cats, I don't know about like if they're colorblind like dogs or anything, but look at how much food there is here for one cat, presumably, because it's the only cat we see. And these fish are part of a wallpaper, but they symbolize being in a state of flow. So if this cat just chooses a bowl, the cat will be content. If the cat embraces a state of confidence, the cat will be able to make a choice and choose the bowl that is for him, and hopefully stick to it. Our two cats decided to eat out of the same bowl recently. So I think this is also about like the energy of sharing. When we do have this overwhelming situation or this overwhelming allocation of choices before us, we don't have to take on all of it ourselves. We can share the labor, share the task, share the experience, okay? With the 7 of Wands backing up the 7 of Cups. Yeah, that idea of having a strong perspective going forward, having a confident perspective going forward is something that keeps sort of coming up here. This cat is cool as a cucumber, okay? This cat's stressed, this cat's cool as a cucumber. So it's really deciding or really tapping into ourselves, okay? And in any situation, determining whether the situation is one that is, okay, cats, is going to honor us or going to supplement us. Supplement here in the 7 of Cups. In the original 7 of Cups, from the Rider-Waite deck, there's 7 cups and there's like crazy things coming out of some of the cups, like a dragon and, golds and riches. So it's really just not hyperfixating, first of all, on the aspect of having to make a decision and learning to flow with the energies presented so that we can make the best decision in a confident manner. Get creative, girl. Get creative. So with the 7 Sisters Creativity card coming out earlier, I implore us to really tap into that sense of creativity and that understanding that we can create in all aspects of life. So situations that we're uncomfortable with, we can create a way to cope. We can create a way to alleviate that situation and evacuate that situation. We can create a way to expand that situation. We can create a way to embrace the situation. It really is a matter of what the energies that we're bringing to matters that are happening during this Leo season, okay? And the one thing, okay, let me show you the sisters. The one thing that is happening here is not the one thing, but one of the major things that's happening here is the need to tap into our confidence, which is very, very Leo, okay? Look at how vibrant and individualized the styles of all of these sisters are. Whether it is just one person embodying themselves in a number of ways and flowing that way and knowing that they have that ability and embracing that ability to flow, or it's different individuals. All of them, okay, have a pleasant disposition. All of them have a great vibe, individually and collectively. So just make sure that, and they all have an air of confidence. Okay, so I would say during Leo season, do you. That's what my old Leo friend used to say to me. Do you. Do what makes you feel aligned and alive. This was reversed. There's no secrets. Don't keep any secrets during Leo season. And try not to lie. That's just a good daily thing to do. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoy your Leo season. Remember, be light, stay love, and you got this.